the hoof, you shall not eat these. The camel, because it chews the cud but does not part the hoof, it is unclean to you. And the rock badger, who would want to eat that? That sounds disgusting. Because it chews the cud but does not part the hoof, it is unclean to you. And the hare, because it chews the cud but does not part the hoof, it is unclean to you. And the pig, because it parts the hoof and is cloven foot but does not chew the cud, it is
Wait a
unclean.
minute. Wait a minute. You said they can't eat the hair?
No,
So Elmer Fudd was wrong.
you're right.
Because he was trying, he sure enough was gonna make some rabbit stew out of Bugs Bunny.
Well, that's what it says.
But notice,
I hate
notice in
that,
that
bro. It's
text it
wild.
says it is unclean to you.
You,
It's
right?
talking Pacific people here.
Not to everyone.
So we
Yep.
can have rabbit stew, bro, Brian.
Yep, because Elmer Fudd's a pagan, so he can eat. That's what they uh
This is
notice.
what we.
Yep, you're
Go
right.
ahead, Brother Brian.
But notice it says for some people, the only exercise they ever get is when they jump to conclusions, running off at the mouth, putting
Mm-hmm.
2 cents worth in, raising cane, and I don't mean sugar cane, walking all
Mm.
over someone, lifting themselves up on a pedestal, or strong arming someone else into doing something they don't want to do.
Mm.
But Brian, did you say these things out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, somebody ain't gonna like you.
It'll be all right because that's what they do, Pastor. On you already know it. Says
Yeah.
one way in which we jump to conclusions and start running off at the mouth is when we assume that something is what it is. It isn't. Something is what it isn't, or what it is, and then think we are the world's authority on the matters that we know nothing. Take the law of Moses, for example. Most of us just sort of skim over the laws that are written in the book of Leviticus without giving them much thought. It seems like so much double talk meant for people who lived long ago in very different societies and under different covenant than what we do today. Instead of looking into these laws to see if they have a spiritual meaning to us, it is far easier just to say something like, well, born again Christians are no longer under the law, but under grace. The law was done away and completely when Jesus died and rose again. So, should I even give them a second thought? Now, that's exactly the kind of attitude that many people in the church have, but just provides my point that we really don't always know what we're talking about. Jesus did not do away with the law, he fulfilled it. In other words, he paid the penalty of every broken law that all men would break for all time. But the law is still active and is still living law that condemns those who breaks its restrictions and still condemn by his judgment for sin. Every man, woman, child over the age of accountability will face the righteous judge at the great white throne one day and will give account of every law of God that has ever been broken. Then they will hear those inedible words, depart from me, I never knew you. And I'll stop there and we can, I'll come back later. But notice is talking about these laws and showing that, most people just, I know, I'll be honest, I skipped over Leviticus quite a few times until here recently. I say here recently, but it's been a couple years. I started reading the whole Bible in full context because there was some times where I hated reading Leviticus because I didn't understand it.